Kendrick Lamar's 2025 Super Bowl halftime show wasn't just a performance. It felt like a cultural event that left everyone buzzing long after the final whistle blew. Despite the scorching energy of a championship game, all eyes seemed locked on Kendrick's stage, anticipating every lyric, every beat drop, and every twist. People wanted to know if he'd address the rumors, the lawsuits, and especially that alleged diss track aimed at Drake. What actually happened was even more dramatic than anyone could have guessed, and it's still sending shockwaves across the music world. Years before anyone could imagine him lighting up a Super Bowl stage, Kendrick Lamar was already celebrated as one of hip-hop's most profound voices. Critics once doubted that a rapper known for thought-provoking lyrics could command the world's biggest halftime event. But after past shows featured artists like Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Snoop Dogg, breaking new ground, fans began whispering that Kendrick might be the next in line to carry the torch of rap's mainstream takeover. In the months leading up to this Super Bowl, the rumor mill kicked into high gear. Some insisted Rihanna was returning for another high-octane set. Others thought a rock band from the early 2000s would make a comeback. Yet somehow Kendrick's name floated just enough to spark hope, then confirmation. Official announcements described a performance that would blend music, art, and social commentary. Excitement soared, and fans immediately wondered, would he bring special guests? Would he address the swirling controversies he'd been dodging for months? The NFL, ever cautious about performer controversies, apparently still saw something more valuable in Kendrick. Perhaps that rare capacity to connect with millions while staying fearlessly true to his message. So when the night finally arrived, nearly every seat in the stadium was on edge, waiting for the first note to drop. Long before Kendrick stepped onto that elaborate stage, he was grappling with a swirl of heated headlines. Whispers of an ongoing feud with Drake had reached a boiling point, especially when fans insisted that Not Like Us, a track Kendrick debuted months earlier, was taking pointed shots at the Canadian superstar. Though neither artist ever outright confirmed it, the suspicious timing of tweets, cryptic social media posts, and sly references in interviews had fans convinced there was a major rift behind the scenes. And then there were the lawsuits. Kendrick never offered explicit details, but rumors hinted at everything from copyright battles to claims about lyrics borrowed from underground poets. While no one knew for sure, the hush-hush nature of these legal troubles only sparked more curiosity. Is he going to talk about it on stage? People asked. Will he change the lyrics or directly call out his accusers? The tension created a perfect storm, making it feel like something huge could happen live in front of millions of viewers. Meanwhile, some fans speculated that the NFL worried about an unpredictable rant or a too political statement. With how intensively the league vets its halftime performers, the question lingered. Had they tried to rein him in, or was Kendrick free to let loose? The uncertainty was thick enough to touch. The show ended, but the conversation was just beginning. Twitter feeds lit up with hot takes, praising Kendrick's musical genius while dissecting every lyric that could be a shot at Drake. Headlines roared about the moment Samuel L. Jackson channeled an uncanny Uncle Sam, calling it a cinematic opening worthy of a feature film. Blogs posted endless breakdowns of SEA's cameo and the significance of Serena Williams dancing in the spotlight. Within hours, speculation about new legal drama roiled. Was that one-liner about lawsuits enough for people behind the scenes to take fresh action? Critics debated whether certain lines flirted with defamation. Others pointed out how the performance felt more like an art piece addressing societal issues than a petty feud. And of course, Drake's fans leaped to his defense, insisting Kendrick was just chasing headlines. The ongoing back and forth fueled countless debates across social media. Meanwhile, record labels were quick to capitalize on the buzz. Rumors flew that a new Kendrick album was on the horizon. Insiders claimed the entire Super Bowl set might have been a dress rehearsal for an upcoming global tour. Journalists speculated on everything from potential collaborations with new artists to whether Drake would respond with his own track. Above all, no one could deny that Kendrick had just delivered one of the most unforgettable halftime shows in years, catapulting hip-hop's takeover of America's biggest sports stage to a new level. Beyond the glitz and gossip, fans recognized that Kendrick had layered his show with deeper ideas. Samuel L. Jackson's Uncle Sam persona wasn't just a flashy cameo. It echoed Kendrick's long-standing critiques of American society and politics. From All Right to DNA, the rapper has a history of challenging the status quo, and that night's performance felt like a surreal extension of his artistry. Cloaked in fireworks and booming bass, he used the stadium's massive stage to question everything from consumerism to patriotism. The eagle imagery and fleeting images of the American flag had watchers buzzing about possible hidden meanings. Some thought the visuals hinted at new material, maybe a concept album grappling with the state of the nation. Others believed it was a tribute to the West Coast, an ode to his roots. No official explanations emerged, leaving fans to debate the symbolism on message boards and Reddit threads. Nevertheless, whether they understood every reference or not, viewers felt the weight of a deeper narrative running through the performance. At the same time, the cameos from SEA and Serena Williams drove home Kendrick's collaborative spirit, hinting that he thrives on bridging worlds. He didn't just pick other rappers to share the stage, he reached into pop, R&B, and even sports icons, making them part of his broader statement. All the Stars was more than a chart topper. It was a testament to unity and shared dreams. And when Serena broke out her moves, it seemed like a metaphor for stepping outside one's comfort zone to create something entirely new. When Kendrick Lamar disappeared backstage after that final triumphant number, he left behind a lingering question: what's next? In one halftime show, he'd managed to address swirling rumors, stoke fresh controversies, and unite unexpected collaborators in a jaw-dropping spectacle. Fans were left with as many mysteries as answers. Was that final monologue about truth? A vow to keep exposing industry secrets? Would he and Drake ever bury the hatchet? Or was this just the beginning of a new rap Cold War? Even the NFL seemed taken aback by the sheer depth of Kendrick's statement. In interviews that trickled out over the following days, league officials praised his professionalism while keeping tight-lipped about the show's more contentious elements. Some critics dubbed it one of the best halftime shows since Prince's legendary set, hailing Kendrick's electric stage presence and fearless creativity. Others accused him of fanning the flames of rap beef rather than focusing on bringing people together. But love it or hate it, nobody could say they were bored. The show was a runaway viral hit, dominating news cycles and sparking endless chatter about the power of hip-hop to challenge, uplift, and provoke. Kendrick's performance marked a turning point, a sign that halftime shows could deliver more than eye candy and nostalgia. They could spark real dialogue. He balanced the delicate line between mainstream spectacle and raw authenticity, forging a path that future Super Bowl headliners might follow or reject outright. One thing's certain: wherever Kendrick goes next, the world will be watching, ears perked for the next lyric that might flip the script all over again. In the end, perhaps the biggest achievement of that night was showing that music can't be contained, no matter how many lawsuits or corporate sponsors try. That single moment when the lights cut out, the stadium fell silent, and the spotlight hit Kendrick, and later SZA, Serena Williams, and Samuel L. Jackson, was a testament to the unifying magic of a killer performance. As fans replay highlights and dissect cryptic lines, Kendrick Lamar remains an artist in constant evolution, never afraid to speak his mind. And that, more than any trophy or chart-topping single, might be the real legacy of his historic 2025 Super Bowl halftime show.